Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we unpack sources to bring you the most fascinating nuggets of knowledge and insight. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into a collection of excerpts that weave a really captivating story. We've got mysterious disappearances, incredible emerging abilities, and some pretty high-stakes intrigue. Our mission: to track the intertwined journeys of two individuals plunged into a hidden world, to truly grasp the nature of a unique power, and to uncover the surprising ways they adapt, survive, and ultimately fight back.
Indeed. And we'll be exploring not just the narrative, but how these, profound personal challenges can actually unlock unexpected strengths. This deep dive will really push us and you to consider what it means to be truly well-informed when reality itself is being warped around you. It's a compelling look at control, resilience, and, well, the sheer audacity of the human spirit.
Okay, so let's dive right into the heart of this. We start with Davy and his wife, Millie. Davy has this extraordinary ability to jump, which is, for our purposes, essentially instantaneous teleportation.
Right. You can go places instantly.
And he's been living with this power for years, often running what he calls errands for a mysterious figure named Brian Cox. Seems to be NSA related.
Yeah, strongly hinted at. But this hidden life, this secrecy, it's created, well, significant tension at home.
Big time. Millie, his wife, she's clearly reaching her breaking point with it all.
Absolutely. We see her deep concern about the kid-safe nature of their unique home. They call it the Airy. It's literally built into a cliff face.
Wow.
And she raises this really practical, relatable question. How do you explain to a child, no, my daddy teleported me? I mean, it highlights the decade of lies she's already had to live with.
And underpinning all this is Davy's reluctance to have kids, which is a huge source of conflict for them.
A major point of contention, yeah.
So that tension finally just erupts. After a really heated argument about their future, about having kids, Davy abruptly leaves. He's off to a meeting in D.C. with Cox.
Right, leaving Millie feeling completely disregarded, like an appendage, as she puts it.
And then the situation just spirals. He doesn't come back. Days go by. The only way to reach him is this, last-ditch emergency beacon.
And this is where Millie's journey truly begins. What's remarkable here is her immediate response. She doesn't trigger that beacon straight away.
Which would bring the NSA down on them, presumably.
Exactly. Instead, she takes matters into her own hands. She's incredibly practical. She gathers Davy's survival gear climbing rope, money, flares from the Airy. She even wears his clothes for comfort, absorbing his scent. It's this very methodical approach, not immediate panic. That's our first real glimpse of her resilience.
That's a great point. It's not just bouncing back, it's adapting.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So she decides to pursue leads herself. She literally walks to the office to find Brian Cox's number from an old phone bill.
And finding that number triggers something pretty dark for her, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. A chilling memory. Being illegally detained in an NSA safe house back when Davy was first discovered by the agency. Shuddering memory, the text calls it.
So she knows the stakes. Then she finds something else. In his jacket.
Right, spy money. And she realizes it's from his non-lethal, zero-exposure transportation missions for Cox.
Like what kind of missions?
Well, things like inserting agents into Beijing or extracting dissidents from Baghdad. Serious stuff. It also sheds light on Davy's past. Apparently, as a teenager, he stole $1 million from a bank.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah, but he anonymously donated it to shelters, a practice he apparently continues. They've got like $3 million stashed away.
So he's this complex character, using his power for the government, but also with this Robin Hood streak.
Exactly. It really paints a picture of his moral landscape. And we get this poignant glimpse into his world just before he's captured in D.C. He finds these two young girls from Chiapas living in a refrigerator carton in an alley. Their father disappeared.
Oh, that's rough.
And Davy, showing this real compassion, gives them emergency cash for housing, which is such a stark contrast to Cox's view. Cox basically tells him, you can't save them all, Davy.
Oof. That line really cuts deep, doesn't it? The pragmatism versus the human cost.
It really does. It highlights that ethical tightrope for someone with his kind of power. How do you balance these big missions with just basic human kindness?
So then the abduction happens. The details come together. He's meeting Cox at this coffee shop in Terabang.
Distress call comes in, 12 to 5 a.m. Witnesses see an ambulance pull up. Cox throws a chair through the window.
Chaos. And then 4 men take Davy.
And Cox. Found dead a block and a half away.
And Millie's immediate thought is just chillingly logical.
Yeah. They wouldn't have drugged Davy if they just wanted to kill him. She knows they want something else. They want him, his ability.
Which leads us to Davy's confinement. This is grim.
It's horrifying. He wakes up disoriented, chained to a bed. There's a urinary catheter, intense pain from some unknown surgery on his shoulders.
Surgery. They operated on him.
Seems like it. And there's this distorted voice talking to him from behind a two-way mirror, attendants in surgical masks. He realizes pretty quickly he's under constant surveillance.
And the conditioning. It's just barbaric.
Absolutely. They've set up these zones on the floor, a green square, yellow tape. If he steps outside,
What happens?
this device they call the pucometer kicks in, causes extreme nausea, vomiting, loss of motor control.
Oh my God.
They train him to react within 0.2 of a second. It's near impossible. And they force him to do these degrading things like mopping up his own vomit, his own feces.
Psychological torture, pure and simple.
Yeah.
Designed to break him.
Completely. And then it's revealed there's an implant in his chest, causing this burning, stabbing pain.
An implant. Okay. Meanwhile, Millie's not just sitting around, is she?
Not at all. She's making her own moves. She's
Yeah.
forced into this uneasy alliance with an NSA agent, Anders. He gives her a GPS tracker with a hidden mic, tells her the bra is probably your best bet.
Charming. But she uses her own methods too, right?
Yeah, her street smarts kick in, posting, "Have you seen this man? Flyers. Giving money and flyers to homeless people." That's actually how she encounters Soji,
Sochi. Who's she?
a woman who calls Davy her angel because he helped her in the past. This informal network becomes really important.
And then Millie discovers something about herself. Something huge.
This is a massive turning point. She's trying to jump home, back to the Eyrie, just out of sheer desperation and focus. And she does it. She accidentally discovers her own teleportation ability.
Wait, she can jump too. How?
She describes it as a feeling thing, needs an intimate acquaintance with a place. It's not like, dodging death dramatically. It clicks for her when she sees a rat jump really high onto a trash can. She realizes rats can jump high, and somehow that connects to her own sudden leap.
Wow. So this ability might not be unique to Davy.
That's the huge question it raises, isn't it? Is it latent? Can it be learned or triggered?
Okay, so the conspiracy is widening. What does Anders find out?
He tells Millie a second ambulance, maybe involved in another snatch, was found abandoned up in Tiverton, Rhode Island.
So the kidnappers are likely based in the Northeast.
It seems that way. And Anders also admits the NSA is clamping down on the search for Davy, says there are more leaks from the NSA, suggests internal corruption, maybe?
Things are getting complicated inside the agency, too. And Millie finds the location.
Yes, through golf club records, strangely enough, she finds Lawrence Simons' mansion on Martha's Vineyard. And it's a fortress. Cameras everywhere, no windows on the outside, built to keep secrets in and people out.
And then Davy manages to get a message out.
He does. A hidden note. It says, "They've implanted a device that punishes me if I travel away from specific locations, but I think I can deliver this note."
Oh, man. And Millie realizes...
It's just like Paget. Paget was someone else, presumably with an implant, who, well, it implies these things are deadly. They can detonate.
So the implant isn't just for control, it's a kill switch.
Yeah.
The stakes just went way, way up for Davy.
Terrifyingly high.
So Millie decides she has to go in.
Incredibly bold move. She decides to infiltrate Simons' mansion herself. Disguises, red wig, green contacts. She gets hired as a maid. She has to carefully navigate all the surveillance, the cameras, the guards. She's operating at peak resourcefulness here.
While inside, Davy's situation is getting even worse.
Yeah, the conditioning intensifies. They reduce his grace period before the implant activates. It's almost instantaneous punishment. And they confine him to this tiny box when he's unconscious. Too short even to lie down properly. It's pure cruelty.
And he finally meets the man behind it all.
Lawrence Simons, who makes it clear he wants Davy's unique and undivided services. And he dangles these manipulative carrots.
Like what?
Like the possibility of conjugal visits with Millie, using her as a tool to break Davy's will. It's sickening.
Just vile. Then they force Davy on a mission.
Yeah, a trip to Nigeria with another captive jumper named Hyacinth, who also has an implant scar. Their job is to rescue a hostage, Mr. Rule.
Sounds dangerous.
Extremely. Danger from the local Mugu men. Danger from Hyacinth herself. Davy realizes she's deceptive. She uses a fake grenade painted to look real. And worse, he realizes she was part of his original capture team.
A betrayal from within the captives. Meanwhile, Millie's planning the escape.
She is. Her focus is freeing both Davy and Soji, who it turns out has also been captured and implanted. Millie sees the sign's facial twitches, a bloody lip.
So Millie has to get them both out. How does she manage it?
Quick thinking. the coffee pot distraction. She throws scalding coffee on a guard.
Oh, yeah.
Creates just enough chaos for her to grab Soji and jump them both back to the Airy. It's brilliant improvisation under pressure.
And Davy, how does he get out? This seems impossible with the implant.
This is where his own ingenuity shines. He uses his twinning ability. It's described as creating a Davy-shaped hole in the universe.
Okay, what does that mean?
He basically opens a portal between his room and the ocean outside, floods the room, specifically the room where the control mechanism for his implant is located.
He floods the control room.
Yep.
Genius.
Total chaos ensues. Simons and his people are scrambling to escape the rising water, and in the middle of it all, Simons shoots Millie.
No. How bad?
It grazes her temple. "I guess they shot me," she says, almost matter-of-factly. But she doesn't hesitate. Davy's unconscious from the implant activating during the chaos, not breathing.
What did she do?
Grabs atropine from a chemical warfare kit they have, part of Davy's prepper stash, maybe, and revives him. Just incredible focus.
So they're out, but injured. What about the implant?
Emergency surgery time. They manage to remove it, and critically, they ground the wire somehow to prevent future shocks. And we learn why that's so vital. Paget, the other person with an implant, he died in the ER when his implant detonated.
Confirmed kill switch? That's horrifying. What happens to Simons and his crew?
Stranded. Simons, Hyacinth, Agnes, the chef, the guard with the injured nose, they're left behind on the island, trapped in the flooded pit area.
Wow, okay. So Millie, she's changed by all this, hasn't she?
Profoundly, we see this ruthless new persona emerge. She interrogates Hyacinth, using the threat of Hyacinth's own implant against her. She displays this surprisingly hard-ass side. She even tells Hyacinth, referring to Simons, "I wouldn't have killed him. I know you wouldn't either, but he can't hurt anybody else now."
That's cold.
Yeah.
But understandable, maybe.
It shows how this extreme adversity hasn't just made her resilient, it's forged her into something new, maybe something darker, more pragmatic, just to survive.
Yeah.
What's truly fascinating here, though, is that sheer resilience. Both Millie and Davy pushed way past their limits, didn't just survive, they found deeper capabilities within themselves.
Things they didn't know they could do.
Exactly. Which really makes you wonder, doesn't it, what hidden potential might lie dormant within us, just waiting for some extreme challenge to bring it out.
That's a powerful thought. So looking back at this deep dive, beyond the, thrilling story, it really shows how information, even little bits of it, can be a weapon. And how our core values, our sense of right and wrong, can either hold us strong or maybe even betray us when things get tough. It's a testament, really, to the idea that the biggest leaps we make aren't always through space. Sometimes they're through our own understanding of what we're actually capable of.
Well said. And as the story wraps up, it leaves us chewing on something really provocative. Davy actually asks Millie if his ability, the jumping, is catching, and Millie suggests maybe it's learned from being around it for so long.
Learned? Like you can pick up teleportation.
That's the implication. So the final thought for you, the listener, is this. If a power like teleportation could be transferred or learned or even caught just through close, prolonged exposure, what other unexpected consequences might ripple out from intimate contact with extraordinary circumstances or extraordinary people? Makes you wonder about the unseen influences in our own lives, doesn't it?